Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here, and today I'll be reviewing H20 Just Add Water Season 2, Episode 2, Control. And before I lay down this episode, I want to give a reason why I'm reviewing this today instead of next week. I seem to think that this episode and the last episode are kind of an interesting two-part start to the season. With stormy weather, it was more them discovering their new powers. This episode is more like controlling them. It works for me. No need to self-explain too deeply. So, what was improved on this episode? Pretty much a lot. When they control their powers, it's great stuff. Add Mako, the little bits of snippets here and there, and especially at the ending. I love that stuff. It's great. The stuff with Cleo and Lewis is not badly written. I mean, the way that Lewis tries to want to help Cleo is great stuff. One with Cleo wanting to try and tell him, you're being too coddling. Please give me some backspace. And I do love this back and forth bit between the two. Lewis is a pretty loving boyfriend, but he's a bit coddly. Cleo's a good girlfriend, but she wants to be her own person. Back away. And sadly, they don't work it out. Yeah, the scene where Cleo breaks up with him is really sad. And especially during the musical school where they try to consider what just happened. Lois being down in the dumps and Cleo rethinking the possibility, did I make the right decision? I love that stuff, and I do like that it's not verbally said. It's more visually seen. That stuff is great. A lot of people would argue that Lois is a bit annoying and Cleo is kind of a bit of bitchy, but I disagree otherwise. This relationship stuff is pretty realistic, and it's a really well done. This is the first time that Charlotte has been introduced, and she's actually okay. Not all super complicated. She's introduced well enough. Her little crush on Lois is kind of adorable. And even though she kind of adds in as the plot device, sort of, I do like that she's the reason Cleo, and mostly Lois, would help them learn to overcome the problem. That stuff is great, and I hope that Charlotte gets a lot more later on in the series, especially during the season finale. But yeah, the stuff with Charlotte is kind of thrown in, but it's not wildly bad. Now, the stuff with the soccer subplot, although I hate it first, actually kind of has a point. I mean, the scene with Emma getting revenge on Elliot's bully is a badass moment, but very unrealistic. Does nobody question the standard amount of ice that's on the ground? Nobody? Well, I guess they're too focused on Elliot winning the game than the realism of what the hell is a block of ice is doing on the ground. I can look over past that. Nate, on the other hand, I fucking hate him. He is downright annoying. I mean, the way he defends his little brother, bullying him, is overall annoying. I don't know, his kind of sort of apology to Elliot feels unjustified, but I guess he finally figured it out? I don't know. The stuff with Nate is dumb. Really fucking dumb. And I do like Emma finally is the first one to control her powers, but is able to help her brother win the game. To some degree. That stuff was sweet, I liked that. So that's my review of episode 2, Control. It's pretty much an improvement over the last episode, the previous episode. Less filler with the dumb subplot, but kinda has a point. Next week, I'll be reviewing episode 3, The One That Got Away. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.